What is going on, guys? This is One Dream V6 coming at you with some Horse Racing Manager 2 action. I've been getting some messages in regards to the game, patches, all that stuff, English version. Like I said, I had the help of a friend um, to help me figure out how to get the game working in English. It took a decently long time because there's a lot of files and things I had to change. And it took me forever to find the files I needed. So, quite frankly, I can't actually help anybody do this. That's why I am willing to just give you a link to the game to download yourself. I uploaded it. Like I said, it's only to, it's obviously to anybody who really wants the game in English. I can't teach you how to patch it or where to find the English patch. If you really want the game, hit me up with the message, obviously on this YouTube channel. And I forgot where I uploaded the game, but I do not mind at all sending you the game. Best method is Skype. So if you do not have Skype, which if you don't know, it's obviously it's a webcam program. You can text and web chat with people. You can do file transfers of any size. You see, most of these websites require you to have a membership, and if you have a membership, you have to pay to keep that membership higher to upload higher megabyte files. I think this game is a couple hundred megabytes, close to a gigabyte, and most web sharing websites do not allow you to upload anything above 200 megabytes, let alone a gigabyte, without paying to become a member. So the easiest way for me to give you guys a file is Skype. I'll put a link in the description below for those of you who may not be so technologically up with stuff today, but I think everybody pretty much knows what it is. You can just download Skype, you can add me, and then I'm on Skype all the time. All you gotta do is just message me on YouTube first, and then we'll add each other on Skype. I can send you the file through Skype. Make sure you have decent internet, because it probably will take it'll definitely take over a couple hours. It may take up to 12 hours depending on your internet speed, half a day, but I leave my computer and laptop on all the time. That's why it's so big to me. Hopefully if you have a decent computer and decent internet, it should only take a couple hours, maybe 3 or 4. If it's any longer than that, it just depends on the internet that day, but it shouldn't take any longer than that. So that covers everything. I will do a season mode, but I really have to be playing this game a lot to kind of get the hang of it. I haven't been playing it too much. So I think I'm going to do another jockey mode. Actually, I'll set up season mode, or stable mode, I should say, because I actually have not done that with this game yet. I've tried before, and it just kind of failed. So thoroughbred or trotting, that's the question. I personally like trotting better, especially since this is the only game that has official harness racing and trotting, so I like to kind of stick with that. Honestly, this game is hard as hell on normal. I'm just gonna go to easy because this game is hard. This is the hardest horse racing simulator game known that's been created, just in terms of managing everything. Normal is like hard, and hard is like extremely hard, so easy is like normal pretty much. Definitely much harder than the first one. So roll with that. Country, USA. Obviously, I don't really know about horse racing outside of USA and Canada for the most part. I know a little bit about Australia thoroughbred wise, but USA obviously is an American. I'm just going to stick with that. Now, as far as the structure goes, not sure. I typically always go for the lower structures just because I don't like having. Money is really an issue here in this game, because if you don't create or have a horse that's a winner and you don't know how to win properly, you're going to run out of money real quick. People that I've seen play this game, they've never really had a money issue because they've always known how to win and how to breed and train the right horses, and, auction and do all that stuff so they could get the winners. I unfortunately have not had success winning in this game, so I tend to try to go with lower stuff just because I'm going to need money to enter races, to buy equipment, to buy staff, upgrade, and all that stuff. So this has 8 stalls, which means I have a possibility of having 8 horses. I'll just go through each one right quick. See nearby, improves healing but increases cost of building. See, I don't like anything that increases the cost of something. That's why I typically just go with things that that are like this. No advantage or disadvantage, because I figure you can make something work in your advantage. I usually do go with the one from Cincinnati, I believe. All these other ones are kind of the same thing. 16 stalls, I'm just not going to need that many. I really only get 4 horses max. So I went 71,000. This one's cheaper for 37, 8 stalls. This one has a shed. Maybe that's why it costs more as well. So I think that'd probably be the best investment for me since I do plan on having a couple horses. All right, so we'll roll with this property called Cincinnati, which is 4 hours away from me in real time because I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. C-Town. All right, owner's name. I actually have a stable set up on a website called DigiTurf, which is virtual online horse racing. You can actually win real money. It's really cool. I'll also put that in the description for you guys if you're into horse racing. If you're really into horse racing, you obviously already know about it. But if you're kind of borderline and maybe you want to get into something new, horse racing, I love. And DigiTurf with virtual online horse racing is the best way to go. So you can win real money. You do have stable costs as far as what you have to pay per month for your horses in real time, but it's only like $1 or $2, and it depends on how much you buy for your horse, how much you train them with, etc. So it's really cheap, it's affordable, and you don't even need to pay anything. You can play completely for free because they give you a free horse and everything at the startup when you register. So if you guys are into horse racing and really want to play something virtual and possibly win money for it, DigiTurf. Me personally, I would like to win money, but because I love horse racing so much, it's very fun for me, so I don't have the obligation. Some people just want to win money. If you're doing it for that matters, you're going to be miserable and you're definitely going to lose out on money. So I would only suggest it to those who really just want to play for fun and obviously, don't mind making, some money and big money possibly if you get lucky. But like I said, I'm a true horse racing fan, so I just enjoy playing the game just to play it. And if I can win, then I can win, and that'd be great. I've won, I think, $2. So I think I won $4 actually in one race. Sometimes for certain races you have to pay to enter, but the purse is bigger, obviously, what you can win. You got to pay like 75 cents to enter, and I actually won $4. So it's chump change. There are bigger races where you win 25, 50, 100. Even some races you win a couple hundred. I mean, they do have big stakes and big races, so it's really a cool thing. Like I said, digiturf.com. Guys, check that out if you're interested. Owner's name. I think I always go with Jason or DJ. I always go with DJ. I don't know. I started like back in my PlayStation 1 days. Stable's name, New York Kings. That's actually my DigiTurf stable name. Why New York Kings? Well, I love the state of New York. And Kings, I just kind of made that up. I don't know where that came from, but I don't know. Colors, I like going with the blue and orange look or the patriotic look. But I want to try something new because every time I play this game, I always go with the blue and orange look. So maybe I should go with like a blue and red, or it's another good color combination. Because my stable colors on the DigiTurf are actually blue and orange. So I was kind of gonna think of keeping that pretty original, but I don't know. I like matching. Some people do not give a shit about matching at all. If it does not match, I have like a real bad things have to match for me. If they don't match for me, then I just kind of freak out. I like a black cap, like blue look like that, stars, kind of like an outer space type of look. Maybe make that a little brighter, baby blue type of thing. It's more like a turquoise. Actually, I'll go with that. I like going with polka dots and stars, but I actually may hit the diamond look up. Nah, actually, I'll keep sleeves diamond. Okay, I like that. A little different. Diamond sleeves. They got decorated stars. Let's see if there's anything else. Could go with the big star. I actually personally am really into a lot of design, so I'll roll with that. For my threads, cool. Files are done transferring. Alrighty. Hold on one second. Just gonna read something right quick. All right. So your stable New York Kings includes some basic structures and your renown among other stable owners is close to nil. Your challenge is to become the most famous stable owner in the country and win the world's greatest races. To begin with, the most important thing is to buy one of several horses. Then, depending on how much you have left, you'll buy buildings and hire additional staff. All right. Pretty self-explanatory. It is time to play Horse Racing Manager 2, so let's get into it. Like I said, I've rarely done this. I played Horse Racing Manager, the first one, a lot, but it's basically the same format. It's just a little different stuff. You have your information of what you have already. You can release staff members. You can hire. You can increase wages. You can do a lot of stuff. It's very interactive. So you're obviously really in control of everything you do. And what I like about this is you get to obviously race your horses as well. It's not like you're just training them and then they're simulated to run. You can train them, change anything you want, really, race them, do a lot of stuff. That's also another reason why I'm not very good, because I don't win a lot of races unless it's extremely easy and I have like a really good horse. So I'll just hire the first two people I see, obviously. Maintenance and a trainer. My thing is, if you know how to manage money, you can hire a lot of people. Personally, I just hire a couple people that are decent, even if they're not the best for the job. Just because if you hire better people, they have obviously higher salaries that you have to work with. So I'm gonna do that at first. I think I have 4 stalls with this. I have a shed. No, not main menu. I want to go back. All right. Facilities and buildings, I'm gonna chill on that. I'm gonna wait till I get my horses. Business, this tab is where there's ads, auctions for horses, claiming races that you can enter, all that stuff. Obviously, you can sell your horses. Weekend races where you can go and bet and win money. Really haven't had much success with that. It seems like the horses I bet on always come in like the opposite of first, or even close to being in first. So here's your budget page. It shows like your cash and stuff, your weekly income once you start doing stuff, expenses of everything you spend for your horses, training, races, all that crap. So I'm gonna look for some horses to buy. Stalls are empty. Okay, where do I buy my horses at? Because I totally forgot. Information business. Isn't it business? That'd be weird. See, this layout's a little different. When you used to go to stalls, you could buy horses like at that menu. All right, classified ads. This is typically where you buy most of your horses. Category. I really don't care, just because obviously, you really need to know what you're doing to have a horse in a group 1 or a 2 or 3 or vice versa. So, only appears to be 2 horses in this category, at least in the open. Listed, probably there's more. Not listed neither, huh? There's no horses at all. Those only 2 horses available. All gender, age. Maybe, yeah, age 1. See, I'm not really good at training horses. I may buy a 1-year-old horse just to kind of roll with it and train them. Let's see. Let's check the stats. The only thing I like about this too is the horses' names. A lot of them are French. I mean, some of them, obviously, most of them have English words in there, but they're just weird. Like Passe de la Briole. I mean, I don't speak. I can't speak French, so I butchered that. But obviously, this game was made for different language, really, and not primarily for USA racing, I would suppose. So most of the horses' names are kind of weird, but see this horse, good speed, really good speed. Typically what I go for is a horse with good stamina, because stamina is the hardest part about this game. Managing a horse with stamina is what really makes or breaks you in a race. If you have a horse with really good stamina but lacks speed, you'll be able to outrun the horses that tire out in the stretch. Speed is great if you know how to manage your stamina, but they both have to be great. If you have a horse with really good speed and no stamina, it's completely wasteful, because even in the shortest races, you still need stamina, and unless your horse likes to sit in the back of the pack all the whole race and then come up from behind, it seems like most horses in this game with really fast speed do not like to sit behind. They like to be a front runner, so then they tire out because you have to use more energy to keep yourself up. But personally, I like a horse that likes to trail because I like coming from behind. Horse like this, decent. Obviously more stamina than speed. The speed is really lacking, but you can work on it, obviously. That's the point of training. So I may get a horse like this as a 1-year-old just to keep. I can train them up, because I don't think you can enter horses in the races until they're 2 years old in this game. I mean, I know that's the legitimate thing in reality, but I think they have to be 2 years old in this game. So 2 years old and up. I really don't mess with horses that are too much older, just because they eventually will have to retire. So I like getting horses when they're young. I can work on them. Horse like this, it's almost, if the stamina was at the 50, it would really be a decent horse, because the speed is still not terrible. 75 and up typically is a good speed horse, and stamina, if it were close to 50, it would be decent. But I'm not going to do that. Horse like this is what I need. Average speed is 62. You know, I just said 75, but I think I can work with that because stamina's at 50, conditioning's at 90. Conditioning also takes into part how well your horse's stamina and the other things come into play. So I'm at this 50 ravine. Good thing is most of these horses are pretty cheap, so I'm getting some good deals, at least in that regard. And then you obviously got higher grade horses, which are going to cost more. The thing is about that is I don't really want to do that unless I know what I'm doing, but I will get a grade 3 horse. I have 2 horses right now. I can get one more horse that's probably an open, maybe even a group 1. I don't have any group 1s. A couple of group 2s, so I'll check them back out. So I have the group 3, listed, handicap, all that crap. Yeah, I'm gonna get another group 1. I only want one horse that's really a high grade or high class horse I can possibly roll with. Maybe just change the age. Obviously not 2-year-olds. 3-year-olds, let's see. I always look for speed and stamina. If a horse doesn't have, like, look at this, 97 speed. So he's a flyer. Acceleration, 97 flyer, but he has no stamina. I could work on that. I could very well work on that. But I don't know if I want to take a huge gamble. I mean, it's a couple stats. Only maneuverability, stamina, technique need to be worked on. So you know what? I'm gonna take a shot. I'm gonna buy it and see what I can actually do. Because I'd really have a great horse if I can get his stamina up. Now we're gonna go back to group. Where should you look at group 2? See what we got. Stamina. That's 6. That's I don't know if I want to work with anything that low. That's an 18. That's a average horse, but I think Averill Clanet is better. So I'm gonna see what's in this group 3. 85 stamina, 88 speed. This is a really solid horse. Obviously 65,000, but that's really solid. Speed almost close to 90, stamina almost close to 90, morale, maneuverability, all that stuff. So that means the horse is very mild tempered. You can control it easier. It's going to do more what you say. That's great. And that's also a thing for you to consider in this game. The horses do have different behaviors. Obviously a horse with low maneuverability means it's not going to be able to move to the outside or move to the inside of the rail as quick as you want it to. It's definitely going to struggle, and then struggling is going to cause more stamina loss. Morale, meaning your horse's drive obviously to win the race. Conditioning plays in a part with the training. Technique, all about how your horse runs its position. If it's a front runner, the technique comes into play as far as how consistent it is at staying in front. Horses typically, if they have really low technique, you'll get them in front and you'll try to keep them as a front runner, and then they'll start trailing off into the middle of the pad just because they don't have that technique to keep proper form for that position. So I'm going to buy Call Pualo. Got my 4 horses. Budget's already at 440,000. The good thing about this is too, it can show your weekly income. It'll show your weekly income, or how much you're paying per week, and how long it is till you're bankrupt. Like if you take out a loan, it'll take you how many weeks. Obviously it'll tell you how many weeks you have left of the loan, when the money will run out, when you'll go bankrupt. That way you have a good idea of what you're doing. Obviously expenses 87,000 because of horses, pretty much. But that's not even including anything I've done as far as training them, working them, feeding them, and all that stuff. So that's a lot as of now, just to buy the horses. But as the training goes on, hopefully those costs will go down if I get the right staff. All right, so stable. Can I hire anybody else? No, I got a maintenance person and a trainer. Facilities, I probably do need some buildings. So let's see what I can get. That is 2 stalls. I have stalls somewhere else, not sure where. Need to buy a building. So let's see what I can buy. Saddlery, I don't remember what half of these do. Most of them are obviously for financial reasons or training in general. Staff buildings, increases the efficiency of your maintenance staff. Upkeep is only $35 a week. Price is 18,000, so I'll get that. Because without a good staff, you're going to be losing money and you're not going to make anything productive. Salary, Maintenance staff. See, a lot of this stuff is really high price. That's why I don't like buying it right off the bat. I like to wait till I can get a couple wins under my belt, and I try to go in. 16,000 to rest your horses. Paddock is definitely going to be necessary. Getting some frame loss right now. No idea why. Probably be back. But I just kind of wanted to set this up. Okay, finally back. Sorry for that. Perhaps my recording program tends to do that. This is good, obviously, for maneuverability of a horse. Definitely. But most of my horses have decent maneuverability, so don't really think I have to work on anything in that regards. Yeah, so this lets you feed your horses cheaper, but the performance won't be as good. I'd rather pay higher to feed my horses and have them at utmost top performance and kind of take a quick way out. And also, when you buy these structures, that's how you're able to buy the lightly grayed out structures. You know, so you can't buy anything like the circular track riding out as a clubhouse until you upgrade each one of these. So for example, if I buy this building, it'll be at stage or level 1. Once I buy it and it's done building, I'll be able to upgrade to level 2 and then level 3 and so on and so forth, which you can do that already if you have the money. It's just a matter of if you really want to put that much money into buying something. So let me think. I think a paddock would be really good right now. Obviously I need to rest my horses because they need to race quite a bit, so I'll do that. I'll probably buy one more building. I want to buy as much as I can. I might just buy level 1 of everything just to be safe. This is actually what I usually do. Money's dwindling down, but if I can get it, like I said, not even wins, even if you're placing and you're paying for cheap jockeys, you can pay for the best jockey and still not win. I typically like to go for jockeys who aren't the best because they're easier to pay and you can still win. You know, you could still get something great. I don't want to buy a meadow because that's going to deplete the quality of my horse. I don't need 2 stalls. So I got everything I needed. 343,000 left. And I can go back to my business and show you guys my budget, what I'm looking at. So total expenses so far I've spent is 187,000. So almost half of what I currently have now. See, a lot of it, I mean, all of it is horses and buildings. So I said you really have to manage your money right. I'm used to doing that just because that's what I've been doing so I've been playing this game. But now it's time to actually look at the horses. I'm gonna set everything up, maybe do a race, and I'll call it day for this video. I'll definitely just keep you guys updated with the progress. I'll upload videos each time I play this game. I won't go ahead of schedule or anything. So I'm looking for my horses. I need those stalls. Duh, Eric. Duh. Alright, so my 4 horses. Got a male, colt, Ketavo, Manimal, filly, Call, Pualo, another filly, 50 Ravine, and another filly, Distinct Mystery, I believe. Okay. So, this horse cannot enter a race until it turns 2 years old, so I'll probably start with him last, or her last, my bad. Ketavo, Manimal, what group? Is this my group 3 horse? I can't tell, I know it says it somewhere. No, Call Puala I think is my group 3. This might be my open. Yeah, I think all these are open and this is my group 3. Alright, so stamina, definitely want to work on that right now. Stamina and technique. You can obviously you can look at different veterinarians. The higher up you go, the more the cost. I typically I stay cheap on everything really until I know what horse is going to be my winner and which one is going to need the most upkeep to perform at its best. Veterinarians, you can choose different ranks of those. Obviously, feeding, different costs. Competition obviously is going to cost higher, but the horse will be fed better and perform better. Grooming, nothing currently for that. And then osteopaths, pretty much the same thing as the vet in terms of levels of payment and stuff. So stamina, we're gonna go for the training of Ketavo, Manimal. I do want to actually enter my horses in races early. That way I can kind of see what needs to be worked on. Just looking at their attributes, statistically what they need improvement on, but you definitely need to enter your horses in races to see also, what needs to be worked on as well. Um, so I'm not sure what distance my horse is. I don't think it says. Usually it says what their distances are. I can see no results at all. So this horse is apparently first of its line. Let's see, look at his family tree. Rio Giovanni and Balse Mirage at Catabo Manimo. Neither one of them have made any money. That's another cool thing about this game too. Bloodline, it shows you how successful the horses' predecessors have been to let you know if you really do have a winner or if you invested in a horse that possibly is not going to do anything. But of course, in horse racing, you can have a horse be the greatest of all time and have predecessors who really weren't anything. So it all depends on your skill. I'm going to look at Carl Pualo, see what her family is looking like, and obviously her being a Group 2 horse. Baron Champ and America Comrade were pretty successful, so that's a good thing. It's a good thing. If the bloodline is good for the horse that you have, then you definitely have success, a possibility of having a decent horse. Obviously, the Colt James Son, much better than Philly Nancy Boalte. I hate these names. I can't pronounce them. So 50 Ravine possibly has a good chance of being a good horse. And then Distinct Mystery, Philly, Hello and Blue, decent. And then a Marco Sunday, not so hot. So really 50 Ravine and Distinct Mystery are questionable. Carl Pualo definitely should be pretty good. And then Catavo Manimal, not sure. It doesn't look promising, but we'll see anyways. Distance, you have to find out distance yourself. I mean, in an old game called Gallop Racer, it told you what your horse is like as far as the range. This game, you really do have to figure it out. That's why I said it's really challenging, because it's not just simple. You enter a horse in a race. If it wins, that's what it's strong suit. It could have gotten lucky, had a good day. The rest of the field could have been weak. There's a lot of factors. So you really have to enter your horse in a lot of different variety of races and just obviously take a guess. Not take a guess, but take an overall accumulation and assumption of what is best based off of the performances in the races. So I always like short races because when I race the horses myself, I stuck at managing stamina. I always race the horses myself just because I feel I can win better. I feel if I have a really good horse, then I'll let the AI race. But if I have a really bad horse, they're not going to win unless I play really. So you definitely eventually need to get good at playing the game yourself. Now, obviously, here are all the jockeys you're looking at. We frame raped again. Frame lost. I usually tend to have a foul mouth, but since this gameplay appeared more... Hey. Can I save? Alright guys, sorry about that. Like I said, my recording software bugged out for a second. I am back. I'm going to go back to my stalls. I always click on stable. What am I doing? Alright, I'm going to go back to stalls. Go to Catavo Manimal. And I'm entering its first race. I enter all my horses like the shortest races, like I said. Easier for me to see. As far as jockey is concerned, whatever you want to get is what you want to get. Typically, like I said, I always get the cheapest jockeys, cheapest wages. Just the more expensive jockeys doesn't guarantee a good win at all. You can pay a whole bunch of money for a higher winning jockey to do you good, and he may not do you anything. But I think to test out my horses first, I'm gonna get higher jockeys just for this sake. After this, then I will go back to cheaper jockeys. So got him entering this first race, and the rest of my female horses, my fillies, I'm gonna enter probably in the same race on the same day. See, some horses only have longer races, so that does kind of make me think that maybe they do have certain they do have their distances planned out for them, but you can still enter them in a lot. But since these are the most recent or closest races, that's where I'll go off. So I'm gonna go off experience highest. Like I said, I'm gonna put the best jockeys on each horse and see what they can do. That way I know what I'm investing in. 2-year-old, can I race this horse? I thought it was, well, I know it's 2 years old in real life, but can I not enter this horse in a race till it's 3? Because that's a waste. And I have 2 horses sitting out until they turn 3 years old, especially this one, obviously. It's trying to make me think. I have two. What's the stats on this horse? Terrible technique. It's not bad. I'm a sell. There's no point to have a horse that I can't even race for a full year, except for the 1-year-old that I'm actually going to train up. Business, I believe. And I'm going to sell 50 Ravine. Did I say I had a decent bloodline, though? Nah. Just sacrifice that. Let me see. 4 stars for the Colts. Let's look at Distinct Mystery. 2 stars. You know what? I may be better off getting rid of Distinct Mystery, actually. Let's look at the attributes. Yeah, I think Distinct Mystery. Yeah, 50 Ravine will probably be a better horse to use. I can do the classified ad. I'm only going to get 5,000 for it. I can auction. I don't know. I can't auction. You can auction with certain horses. Claiming race. It possibly could work out for you, but it depends. I personally don't like entering my horses in claiming races really much, especially if they're not good horses. Obviously, now if it's a really good horse, then entering it in a claiming race will be beneficial to you. But since this horse is nothing yet, I'm better off just selling it by the classified ad, getting an extra 5 Gs for it, and kind of roll off of that. All right, so back to the stalls. I got Cutavo, Manamau, can't pronounce his name, is in a race. Call Puwalo, getting frame loss. My recording program or just horse racing manager in general. I am playing on my laptop though. My laptop has issues. If I was playing this on the desktop, probably wouldn't have the issue. So I probably should look forward to actually doing that. 50 Ravine. Don't think it's in a race, so I can't enter in a race. That's all Distinct Mystery. Alright. So I got my 2 horses in the race. I probably should maybe, I really can't train them. The race is today. So after this, I may just set up some training sessions just to show you guys the structure, and that'll be it. So I'm gonna go to race day. I forgot where I go to the races. Is it information? I think it's information. Temporary staff. I know I need staff, and then this stuff is cool too on the news page to show you what's going on currently with your stable, keeping you on tabs, everything, stuff that is vital. Audio doesn't come out, all that stuff, so I'm gonna try to do this as quickly as possible. Advance 1 week, and it is race day. I'm number 8 in the field. Let's check out the competition. Doesn't look too bad. Our stamina is what's going to hurt us the most, obviously. Horses with the higher stamina are the ones that are going to be running out. But, I mean, most of the field is above us in stamina, so that's really going to work against us. So my goal is just kind of get out, not actually get out quick, get a decent jump just so I can settle somewhere towards the back in the middle of the pack. That way, come around the stretch, I can bust to the outside. You know, you got your forecast, your odds, all that stuff. These things, sometimes they're accurate. I mean, it's just like real stuff, you know. Sometimes the predictions are accurate and sometimes they're completely off. So it's really just a matter of chance. And betting, sometimes I bet on myself if I know I can win a race. But since it's my first race, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead. Number 8, not sure where we like to run, but I will find out. So the stars of these horses. Seems like a lot of 4 star. 3 stars. We are sitting here at a 1 stars, couple 1 stars. Field looks relatively tough, so we may not win this one. But as long as you place, you're okay. If you consistently can place in a race, you're gonna do fine. If you can't do that, then you're gonna struggle. Winning is hard, but if you can place, at least come to the top. I think it's the top 4 you get paid in this game, as long as like money related. Big field though, so we're definitely going to get out. Not sure what's going on. My game is spazzing out. Man, my game is really acting up. I can't tell what's going on. Sorry people, I'm going to have to close out right quick because I cannot tell what's going on at all. What on earth just happened? Alright guys, back. Hopefully I fixed my issue. Just gonna get this race done like I was trying to do beforehand. And hopefully everything works the way we need it to. In fact, I was trying to do too much when I was trying to load the race. Like open up another program to make my computer run faster. I should have just stuck with it. But get in. We are in the gates. We have an outside position. I hate having outside position. If your acceleration is good, you can use it. But since I have bad stamina, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. The good thing and the bad thing is too, the more you adjust your horse to move, the worse. So, you know, that's why it's kind of like you really gotta keep up with the pack and make sure you don't break neither. Like I said, horses with good maneuverability and technique, this is a lot easier. They lose less stamina and everything else. So I'm just gonna stay back here. I'm not even gonna try to even move any forward. If I trail a little behind, it's okay, as long as I stay almost nose up behind the horse in front of me. So effort, you see I'm exerting a lot of effort, which is typically bad. Horses with more stamina, they can exert more effort and go further. Horse like mine, not so much. Now the marker down here, I totally forgot which one does what. I know the blue one's for win. I think red is for stamina, and green, I think green is for more of a type of speed thing. I do not remember exactly. I'll have to look back at the manual. See, I trail behind. My horse has low stamina. I don't know where my stamina is at. You just find it out. Other game, the first one, they actually showed you what your stamina was looking like. I think the more you keep this bar in the middle, the better. If it's too high up, that means you're gonna run out of stamina quicker. So, okay, we got 600 meters to go. Turn it up a little bit. So the stretch is really key in this game. Stretch is huge. The thing I hate is the AI likes to block you a lot, so don't break, don't break. See, my horse is running out of stamina already. That shows you. Dead last. The game is so challenging, man, I swear. Especially with a horse with no stamina. It is really hard. In fact, I don't even know how you're supposed to win with the horse with no stamina. Dead last place. Maybe if I would have stayed in front and blocked out horses, which I can do, could have won. But I like winning races naturally. I don't like cheating, because that's a cheatful method. It can work, but, you know. Started too slow, went straight to the back of the pack. Would there be no threat? Yeah, no stamina. What can you do with the horse that's just gonna tire out? Now this horse, filly called Pualo, good stamina, good speed, so I'll be able to handle her a lot more better. And the rest of the field seems to have relatively low stamina, so I should be good. Should be relatively good. Doubt I'm the favorite. Well, actually I am. I'm the 5 horse. Call Pualo. I actually am the favorite. I could simulate this, or I could race it myself. I don't know what to do. I'd rather trust in my own ability than the AI, to be honest with you. 3-1 it looks like I'm at right now. I could put some money on myself just for the hell of it. Nothing too extreme. 1,000 is the most you can bet. It's not going to cost me too much if I lose. So I'll put a winner on me. I'll put a duo with me and another horse. Second in line, let me look for a horse with the most stamina. I always consider stamina when looking at horses, just because that really is the factor in this game. So a horse that typically has high stamina and balanced out stats, that's what I'll consider. So somebody just had like 70 some stamina. Okay, Quadrille Valentine. Alright, and that's the 3 horse, almost a 9-1. So that's not too bad. 5 in the 3 horse, and then trio I'm gonna go 5 3, and I'm just gonna throw in a random one. 5 3, and let's roll with a long shot. Let's go with 4. Let's just see what we're working with. Alright, I'm gonna put 500 on myself to win. I'll put 300 on the duo, and then I'm gonna put 200 on the trio. You can only spend $1,000 max for betting, which is cool. Because some people would gas their money, putting all their money on the bet and then not win at all. So we're going to race this. Hopefully we do decent. Like I said, this game is a lot harder. So goal is going to be stay middle front runner. Just because staying behind is hard if you, like I said, if your horse doesn't have good stamina. If I had a better horse with stamina, I could have stayed behind and I could have rallied in the end because I would have had more energy to go. I tired out 300 meters before the end of the race, so that's a problem. Not a bad gate position too. Gate position is crucial. That's why it's always good to enter races earlier because you get a better number. Come out the gun. I forgot, you're supposed to tap that thing out of the gate right here that popped up. That's get you a better start. Play it in a while. Pretty good pace right now. Move to the inside. See if I can move up just a little bit. Too fast of a pace. Too fast of a pace. Okay. Wind. It's really hard to maintain the horse, man. You either gun it too much or you don't gun it enough. I'm going to try to stay inside. Stay like that. Work more a little bit towards stamina. And I should be good. 2,800 meters though. Longer race. So monitoring your stamina is really a key. Keeping the horse at a comfortable pace though. That's the key. Comfortable, nice, easy pace is really key. You see there's only 2 horses behind me and the rest of the field's moving, so I need to keep my horse up. I would have it run with the horses on the outside, but I'm a little skeptical of that. Now I'm about to be in last place. As long as I stay relatively close to the field, I'm okay. So to really get good at this game, you got to play it a lot. I mean, you got to figure out what works. I don't know what the hell works still. The first one, I can kind of figure out a strategy. This one, it's completely different. It's a completely different feel and aspect of a game. Love the graphics though. The graphics, when I first saw the trailer of this game, I'm like, this looks awesome. Like, this is amazing. Especially since like they don't ever create harness horse racing games. Like, I think that would be huge. You know? It's always thoroughbred. Like, we have plenty of thoroughbreds. Create something harness horse racing. Now the field's getting away from me, so now I'm gonna have to increase the pace a little bit. See, I'm exerting a lot of effort now. That's why I like being in the middle of a pack, because horses behind me are going to stay behind me and horses in front of me are going to stay in front, you know. It's really hard to kind of stay evenly matched. So I may have just blown this race and money, which happens. Which does happen. See if I can make a move. The outside, because soon we'll be coming to 1,000 meters left, and exerting a lot of effort though. A lot of effort. Hopefully that's not killing my stamina. Let me keep it. Maybe I should go red and green. A little bit of speed. And now this horse basically blocked me. Got 800 meters left. Okay, I'm not going to whip it all. See what I can do. Normal. Don't break. Can't rally. I can rally. Got 3 whips left. 400 meters left. Around the home stretch we come. Horse is going to get in my way. I don't want to move to stop my momentum. 300 meters left. Not doing too bad. Still got a way to work. Still got a way to work. I could come in third. Come on, call Puala. Come on, girl. Just tired out. Just tired out. See, that's the difference in stamina. That's the difference in stamina and a horse, man. And obviously being able to manage that horse's speed. The better you get, the better you're able to manage the speed of the horse. As you see, so obviously much better than the first race, but this horse has a much better stamina. And I was able to rally in the stretch a little bit. But look, I still got money. I said it all depends on the race. 17,000 would have been nice for a first place win. And obviously since I was the favorite, I didn't come into place, but I still got $1,000. So essentially all that money I bet. I did this decent. It actually may have been bet. I think, yeah, I got money for placing. Like I said, different races have different places in terms of what place you have to come in and win. Obviously this race it was just top 7, and then my bets may have done something too, so let's actually see what I won. 1-0 for the bet, so I actually placed 1,000 just for at least finishing 6th, which is decent. Yeah, definitely smoked for 5 horses behind me, but just lacked that stamina on the stretch. If I had more stamina, I would have managed myself throughout that whole race. I could have rallied in the stretch. Possibly could have came in 3rd. Not a bad race though. Not a bad race. I know what I need to work on as a driver myself. Next 2 races, I'll probably actually just kind of let the AI take control and see if really I need to trust in them or if I just need to get better myself. All right, so we're gonna go to stalls. I'm gonna set up a training regime for Catabo Manimal. Need to work on that stamina, man. That is key. Next race, I want to enter at least till end of February. So rest of January, it's just going to be all training, I suppose. I can't choose anything. First horse racing manager. You could select each week or each day and choose a specific training thing to do. I'm not sure why I can't do that now. Do I have a trainer? Maybe that's why I can't train my horse. Let's see. I would have hired one, but there was none in the staff box. Business, not business. Let's see if I want to check my budget right quick. Total expenses appear to be $4,000 a week, so that shouldn't be too bad considering everything I've already purchased, especially if I at least continue to play. So should be in good condition. Staff. I'm looking for staff. Not information, not business. Stable. There we go. I do have a trainer, so I should be able to train my horses. I have maintenance. I'll get a lad. Might as well get this guy. It's only an extra $60, $70 that you're paying for him, so figure might as well hire him as opposed to having a guy. Organization, their level 2 and 4. Obviously, the higher it is, the better. You know, they are what they do. So keep that in mind. It's training. I'm trying to train. I want to train Catabo Manimal, but I don't know how. Because this is like automatic stuff. I'm supposed to be able to click on each day and train, but maybe I have to get my horse checked out first. Let's make an appointment. Feeding. Does pleasure cost? Okay, let's do that. Let's make an appointment for the osteo, whatever. Weekly cost. You got your food. That would just happen every week. Veterinarian. Get the best vet. Preferences. That, like I said, that all comes from training. You know what? I obviously don't have something to train my horses in. That's the issue. I always forget that. I need something to train my horses with. Facilities and buildings. Okay, so what do I have? See, everything's being built. Can I buy anything? I can't buy anything yet. Where is it? Is it a walking circle? No. Mechanical walker. For maintenance training. Grooming room. Forgot what it is that you need to train your horses. All these have their different advantages and stuff. Straight, and like I said, each thing has its own. Obviously a straight, which is essentially a straight track, is used for speed. Then you got the sand pit, which is good for technique. So everything has its own advantage. Yeah, so but they have to build, you know, so really I won't be able to train them for a couple of weeks. That's why it's pretty vital that I just kind of enter them in as many races as possible, see if I can get some money to accumulate for what I'll be missing. But alright guys, I'm going to wrap that up for this video. Next time I resume, I will be continuing my stable mode, the New York Kings. Hope you guys enjoy. Like I said, if you want the game, please send me a message. Make sure you download Skype. I'll put a link to that in the description. I'll put a link to DigiTurf in the description if you guys want to get involved in that. And thanks for everything. If you have any people who also like horse racing, please tell them to subscribe to this channel. Share this video. I upload a whole bunch of games on this channel in general. This is just one of them, so this is probably the only thing you're going to be really interested in. But if you like video games in general, check out my other videos. I do a lot of other stuff. Till next time, take it easy.